Hi, and welcome to the Physical, Emotional and Social Health GCSE PE. By the end of this video, you should be able to identify the 5 key areas related to lifestyle choices, explain the positive and negative aspects of the 5 key areas, and apply your knowledge of lifestyle choices to a range of tasks. Physical, emotional and social health. Good physical, emotional and social health is essential for overall well-being. The key areas are socially healthy, emotionally healthy, physically healthy. Components of fitness. On the next slide are the components of fitness that relate to all the sports, and these can all be affected by your physical health. Feel free to pause the video and jot down any of the key definitions. With all the GCSE PE exams, at least one of the 10 components of fitness and the definition will come up, so I would advise that you learn these. Well-being. A person with high levels of well-being is generally happier, more successful, and better able to cope with difficult circumstances. Well-being is a term used to describe a state of physical, emotional, and social health. As you can see from the Venn diagram below, if a person meets all 3 categories, emotional, physical, and social, they will have a good well-being or a healthy well-being. Physical health. Taking part in physical activity and developing your components of fitness will improve your physical health. Physical health will affect all of the components of fitness. It will improve a variety of different areas. For example, the components of fitness are on this slide. Again, feel free to pause the video and write down the definitions. The key areas to look at how it will develop through physical activity. For example, cardiovascular fitness, the ability to exercise the entire body for long periods of time. You'll be able to work harder for longer and burn more calories. You will feel like you have more energy and you'll find it easier to lose weight or maintain your optimum weight. Again, feel free to pause the video and jot down notes where necessary. Emotional health. People who are emotionally or psychologically healthy are happy, self-confident, self-aware, and resilient. People who are emotionally healthy show the following characteristics: understanding of their emotion, they are in control of their behavior, they are able to cope with positive and negative criticism, they are self-confident, self-aware, and resilient. People who are emotionally healthy can use exercise to help increase their emotional health. Exercise releases hormones called endorphins, which makes you feel happier and more relaxed. Additionally, exercise can reduce stress. It can reduce anxiousness. It can increase your energy levels, allowing you to better cope with physical demands of a busy life. Feeling physically healthy boosts your self-esteem, and feeling physically healthier increases your confidence. Exercise stimulates the growth of new brain cells, which reduces your chance of getting age-related diseases such as dementia. Social health. People who are emotionally healthy are able to form and maintain good relationships with others, are able to communicate effectively with others to avoid resolve disputes, are sensitive to the needs of others, can adapt to different social situations. Participation in physical activity develops and maintains social health, because you will need to meet people from different backgrounds, make new friends, be part of a team which offers a sense of belonging. You will all have to work together to achieve a common goal, and you have to develop team working skills. How to achieve well-being through physical activity. Behavior learned when you are young often carries through into a later life. So a physically active child will often grow up to become a physically active adult. On the next few slides are the recommended guidelines from the National Health Service for the amount of activity different ages should participate in. 5 to 18-year-olds. Again, feel free to pause this video and take down notes when necessary, but the key thing is that 5 to 18-year-olds should be at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day. This should range between moderate activity, for example cycling, and vigorous activity, such as running. 19 to 16-year-olds, again, feel free to pause the video and make notes where necessary, with the key things being that they should be involved in 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity, for example cycling or fast walking, every week. To stay healthy, adults aged 19 to 64 should try and be active every day by trying to meet the criteria above. Adults over 65 who are generally fit and have no health conditions that limits their mobility should try and keep active every day and should do the following. At least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity, cycling or fast walking every week. Again, adults aged 65 or older who are generally fit and have no health conditions that limits their mobility should try and keep active every day and should do the above criteria. Feel free to pause the video and make notes where necessary. Data in physical education. There are two different types of data that you have to know for PE, quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative data, they're things that focus on measuring things, this always involves numbers. Quantitative data is usually collected using closed questions. For example, quantitative data would be, how often do you exercise? More than once a week, less than once a week, twice a week, once a week. Because this is all focusing on data and it's a closed question, not allowing someone to give their opinion, this is quantitative data. The opposite is qualitative data. This focuses on understanding things. It involves detailed information about how people think and behave. Quantitative data is usually collected using open questions. For example, how do you feel physically just after you've exercised? What effect has taking part in sport and physical activity had on your self-esteem? Has taking part in sport, physical activity changed your relationship with other people? To find out how participation in physical activity and sport improves your physical, emotional and social health, a participation question is often used. If you would like to print this out, a link can be found at the bottom of this video. If you'd like to challenge your knowledge on physical, emotional and social health, feel free to do the following task. You need to create your own participation questionnaire. Your results must include quantitative and qualitative data, remember numbers and open questions. Your questionnaire should include no more than 10 questions. Start with a closed question to establish the age / ability of the participant, then move on to open-ended questions. Ask at least 6 people to complete your questionnaire. Get at least 4 of them in the same age bracket, which will allow you to compare. Post-task. After you got the people to fill in your questionnaire, interpret the data. Do you spot any trends? Finally, write an analysis of your data collected. How do you think the trends you spotted influence your thinking about the ways in which participation in physical activity and sport improve your physical, emotional and social health? Finally, as a post-task, make sure you finish your questionnaire and collect your data. You can either bring this to me or one of the PE members of staff. Hopefully you should now be able to identify the 5 key areas related to lifestyle choices, the positive and negative effect of the 5 key areas, and apply your knowledge to the task provided. Any questions, please feel free to email me on damianedwards@kingselbarsha.com. Cheers, bye.